Day 13 of Bucs training camp is in the books, and as you can see behind us, it's raining here at One Buc Place, so it's a good thing that the team finished practice early. They're preparing for their first preseason game as they head to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars on Friday. So Jenna, let's talk a little bit about why it's so exciting to have their preseason game.
Well, for days at a time, these guys, even when they put on the pads, they're hitting each other. Now they can finally hit an opponent, but not just that, but guys like Gerald McCoy, who the other day would have had a sack on Josh McCown, but instead he had to stop right in front of him. The same for Keith Tandy. So now they can finally take guys to the ground. Especially important for the guys that are in the trenches, both along the offensive and defensive lines, but also to just a break from the monotony of camp. This is the point in time. Coach Lovie Smith even joked about it with us. He goes, "You guys are starting to look like the players." Guys are just so daggone tired, both mentally, physically. I mean, it takes everything out of you. You finally have an opponent out there. I think you really get those competitive juices flowing even more.
And I think it helps for the players too, because it's hard to judge how good they really are performing when they're playing against each other only. So I know a lot of the players are really excited about this game, but something that people are wondering is how exactly the rookies will do in this first game of the season.
And those guys are going to be playing a lot because Lovie Smith said, he's, and a lot of coaches follow this philosophy. You play your vets about a quarter, and then you get into your second string guys and your third string guys and so forth. And based on the depth chart, I don't think he's going to follow that like to a T. But based on all that, you're going to see a lot of these guys getting a lot of reps. Some of these young guys, Charles Sims, even though he's second on the depth chart, I still think he's going to get a lot of reps at running back. He's a rookie, had a fine camp. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, who is really, I think he's one of our favorites. He's made some tremendous plays today. He did it again, and I expect to see a lot of him in camp. A lot of these younger guys that are not even just the rookies, guys like Tommy Streeter, Sky Dawson. This is such a deep group of receivers. Those guys really need to have big performances to stand out, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of them during the preseason.
And we still have a couple of question marks, especially with the vets and some injuries. So what can we expect on Friday from them?
Well, Coach Smith already said yesterday he had already ruled out Alteron Werner. He continues to battle a hamstring injury. There's no point in putting him out there and risking injuring it. Still undecided about Deshaun Goldson. Goldson did not play during the team's scrimmage on Friday, but he has been practicing and he's been doing quite well. But again, is it worth the risk? But a guy like Mark Barron, we don't know if he's going to play, but he's had another great camp. He's coming off knee surgery. So in his mind, I had asked him after practice, we had talked to him, and he said he didn't quite feel 100%. So it's going to be really important for him to get out there and get a little bit more comfortable and get his legs underneath him as well.
Well, I know that we're excited for the game, and that preseason game is against the Jacksonville Jaguars on Friday night, and that is in Jacksonville. But we're going to keep you up to date on all the injuries and how the rookies are doing, so stick with sportstalkflorida.com, and we'll keep you in the know. For Jenna Lane, I'm Amanda Borges.